Okay, maybe we can get started. Hi, everyone. My name is Joe Sergi, and this is Module 6 of my self-help kit on the balanced life. This is the audiovisual component of Module 6. So for more detail, please read the script version of this module from Michael's website. Michael stands for the Management Institute for Quality of Life Studies. And the URL address is miqols.org. So the title of this module is Compartmentalizing Domains with High Dissatisfaction. Again, compartmentalizing domains with high dissatisfaction. Consider the following scenario involving two individuals, Mary and Anne, who are experiencing dissatisfaction at work. However, Mary and Anne are satisfied with their family life. Both individuals are experiencing negative affect spillover from work life to family life. That is, their dissatisfaction at work is influencing their feelings at home, causing friction and stress in family life. Mary decides to address the high dissatisfaction at work by compartmentalizing her work life to prevent future negative spillover of work-related affect into family life. That is, she decides that at home, she will not think about, speak about, or engage in any work-related activities. By doing so, Mary maintains her, her satisfaction with family life at previous levels. Anne does not segment, and thus experiences decreased satisfaction with family life due to the negative spillover from work to family. Mary ends up with a better work-life balance and greater life satisfaction than Anne. The gist of it is that negative feelings in one life domain is likely to spill over into other domains where there is high overlap across domains in terms of time, space, effort, and resources. To prevent spillover of negative affect into other life domains, individuals create and maintain psychological, physical, behavioral boundaries around their domains. For example, workers can segment the family life domain from the work life domain. At home, they do not converse about work experiences. Work life issues stay at home, and home life issues stay at home. Did I say this right? Work life issues stay at work, and home life issues stay at home. Yes. So much of this discussion can be translated into what we call the segmentation principle. So let's delve a little bit more into the psychological dynamics concerning the effect of segmentation on life satisfaction. How do people use segmentation to enhance their subjective well-being? When people feel dissatisfied in one life domain and realize that they have little control over changing that outcome, they try to seal it off. So they seal off the domain where the dissatisfaction resides. They do so to maintain a certain level of overall life satisfaction. That is, to ensure it does not drop below an intolerable level. In essence, affect or feelings from one domain spills over into other life domains, and people segment their affect in certain domains in order to prevent affect from spilling over. Again, there are two overlapping theories of boundary management between life domains: boundary theory and work-life, work-family border theory. Boundary theory focuses on work and life domains, whereas work family border theory focuses more on work and family domains. These theories argue that people create psychological boundary between work and non-work domains. As such, psychological boundaries can vary along a continuum from high to low segmentation. Specifically, boundary strength refers to the permeability of domain boundaries. Permeability refers to the degree to which emotions experienced in one domain can spill over into another domain. That is, an individual may erect an impermeable boundary between work and family domains in such a way as to prevent bad feelings from family life from spilling over into work life or the other way around. In contrast, another individual may have a permeable boundary that allows both positive and negative feelings from work life to flow into family life and vice versa. As such, high segmentation is viewed as one polar extreme on a continuum, with low segmentation as the other. For example, a highly segmented person may never bring work home, have no home office, and does not take work calls from when at home. This person has a highly impermeable boundary between work and family life, whereas a low segmented person works primarily from home and therefore has a highly permeable boundary between work and home life. We know from past studies in industrial organizational psychology that high permeability between work and non-work domains is associated with greater work to family and family to work conflict. Work to family conflict is the stress an individual experience at home due to work-related problems. Conversely, family to work conflict is work-related stress caused by family-related problems. As such, the segmentation principle posits that individuals who segment life domains can prevent the spillover of negative affect across domains, thereby preventing both work to family and family to work conflict. Segmenting dissatisfying life domains from other life domains contributes to overall life satisfaction by protecting satisfaction in the other domains. Segmentation of a life domain with negative experiences is also important because it serves as a coping mechanism and a buffer against decline in subjective well-being. Much research on work-life balance has provided substantial evidence of the segmentation effect. So the concept of segmentation can be summarized as a behavioral life balance strategy compared with individuals who do not compartmentalize their dissatisfactions. Those who do manage to reduce the likelihood of decreases in overall life satisfaction. That is, compartmentalizing negative affect in one domain protects neighboring domains from negative spillover, thus preventing them from slipping into dissatisfaction and thereby preventing overall declines in life satisfaction. So in the script version of this module, I describe how some people use what we call segmentation strategies. And there are several segmentation strategies. that have been introduced in industrial uh, organizational psychology and have been empirically tested. Uh, what I'm going to do here is just summarize those strategies. And if you want more detail, please, consult or read the script version of this module on Michael's website. So segmentation strategies can be classified into four categories. Temporal, meaning it controls time. Physical, meaning that, again, we have physical boundaries and behavior. You negotiate boundaries, and communicative, again, managing expectations. So, again, very briefly, temporal segmentation um, is what you're doing is you're segmenting by creating time boundaries. So one can separate work life from family life or vice versa by making decisions and changes to one's daily calendar. Calendar meaning, again, the focus is on the time dimension. Physical segmentation. Um, Here, what we're doing is you're erecting physical boundaries. One can insulate a domain by engaging in domain-related activities within specified spatial boundaries, meaning the physical space of a home residence, for example, serves as a boundary protecting family life from any kind of toxicity that occurs in work life. Behavior segmentation, segmentation by behavior-based boundaries. For example, using two email accounts to separate professional from personal life. That would be an example, good example. Communicative segmentation would be segmentation by managing what we call boundaries with others. For example, you can request your supervisors and coworkers to refrain from calling at home to discuss job-related concerns outside of business hours. That would be a good example of what we call communicative strategies, communicative segmentation, I mean. Okay, well, that's a sort of the gist of this module. And again, if you want to know a little bit more, you can read the script version of of module 6, this module on Michael's website. Okay, I'm gonna call it quits here, and I will see you in the context of the next module. Bye now.